Hey geeks, I'm Trey Guillotine and you're watching Geekly Trends, where I'm going to give just a few quick thoughts on some of the geeky trends that have gone on in the past week. One of Marvel's upcoming TV shows, Cloak and Dagger, which will be on Freeform, not Netflix, it will be on Freeform, has found its stars for the characters of Cloak and Dagger. Candy Bowen, aka Dagger, will be played by Olivia Holt, and Tyrone Johnson, aka Cloak, will be played by Aubrey Joseph. Aside from seeing these characters briefly in Ultimate Spider-Man, these characters are very new to me, so I'm very excited about the show, but I am a little hesitant that it is going to be on Freeform. The only other show I've seen on Freeform is the show Beyond, which in my opinion was not good, so it makes me a little bit more wary about them being on Freeform. Also, at this point, any Marvel show that's not going to be on Netflix, I'm a little wary of, as they haven't had the best record in the past. But I am excited to see new actors taking on these roles. As much as I love seeing familiar actors that I know and love their work, seeing them take on and making these superheroes come to life, I love it even more when nearly unknown actors take up these roles. Look at Chris Hemsworth. He was pretty much an unknown actor when he took on the role of Thor. The only other thing I or anyone in the mainstream have seen him in was just the first scenes of the first Star Trek remake. So it'll be interesting to see these two actors in these characters. Also in Marvel news, Marvel is teaming up with Square Enix to make a series of video games. They've only showed a very, very brief and vague teaser of what these games are, talking about a time of heroes being over, or the time of heroes in general, showing glimpses of Thor, Iron Man, Hulk, and Captain America. We don't know what these games will be, however, I would love to have a Marvel series of video games standing next to the Arkham series, which is one of the best superhero video games to come out, in my opinion, so far that I've seen, the best representation of Batman that I've seen. We also have the Spider-Man game coming out, which there isn't a whole lot of information on that yet, aside from what we saw at E3. It was made official this week that Peter Capaldi will be leaving the role of the Doctor in Doctor Who after this next series. This will be his last series, which this isn't really surprising, as he was planning to leave the role anyway. He's done 3 seasons, which is usually the record time for a person to stay in the role as the Doctor. After the news came, after it was confirmed that that the showrunner was going to be leaving as well, and we weren't sure if he was going to stay or not. He wasn't sure, but it has been announced that he will be leaving the role as the Doctor. So, as much as I've loved Peter Capaldi, he instantly became my Doctor. I love the grumpy, cool Doctor that he portrays. That's kind of something in the show. You're always getting a new Doctor. There's always that transition of change. Unfortunately, the 2 seasons that he's been in haven't been the best. They've had a lot of great moments, a lot of great episodes, but overall they were just kind of not that great. The seasons were just kind of not that well put together, due to script changes and a lot of production errors, but Peter Capaldi still was an amazing Doctor in the moments that he could have. Ben Affleck has stepped down from directing the Batman movie. This doesn't mean he's leaving the movie or the DC universe altogether, he's just stepping down as director. He understands that a lot of weight is put on the character of Batman and he doesn't want to feel distracted from playing the role. And I can absolutely respect that and see where he's coming from, as directing the movie and producing the movie and starring in the movie would be, that he would have his fingers in a lot of different pies, and it might distract him from doing the best possible role of Batman as he can. However, this also makes me a little wary, because this has been the problem with a lot of the DC movies, is a lot of changing in production. Hopefully I'm wrong about this and the Batman movie does do well. They find the right director for it and they're able to finally make, in my opinion, a very good and successful DC movie. Last bit of news in Star Wars, the Han Solo spin-off movie has begun production. There's not a whole lot of news from this aside from the beginning, but the working title of the movie is Red Cup, which I just appreciate a lot, because my online dating profile has always been Han Solo Cup. Yes, I'm still online dating, don't judge me. Those were just a few of the geeky trends that happened this week. Let me know what you think in the comments, and follow me on all the internets. Share the video around so others can join the conversation, and make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you like this video and you want to support more of my content, check out my Patreon, and check out templeofgeek.com for your one-stop for all things geek. Thanks for watching and have fun. So Captain America, Thor, Hulk.